And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Newton to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. Now a man who subbed in for Andy Lee down the stretch last year, Michael Pilardi, to kick it away. Back deep is the former Seahawk, Golden Tate. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will take over. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They go back to Riddick. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, don't worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a play fake here on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. McCaffrey following the penalty. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Newton now on second down. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. To throw on second down is Newton. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And the tight end, Ebron, in motion. Now Riddick. Oh, now he bowls him over. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
And we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. The Chargers have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Here's Stafford now on second down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Stafford now to throw. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's third down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Carolina getting set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring and moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
The Lions gave up 177 rushing yards to Seattle in their playoff loss last year. And DeAndre Levy, their best inside linebacker, no longer with the team. That made Jared Davis out of Florida a really good selection for the Lions.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Now Newton. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. 3rd and long. It's Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Newton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They snap it to Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jared Davis, the rookie from Florida. And the Lions will take over. And coming up later tonight in the NFL, we'll have the Chiefs heading down to Houston to take on the Texans. And then on Monday night, it'll be an NFC North battle. Vikings and Bears from Soldier Field.
Traditional rivals getting after it one more time.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He sets to fire deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. And the wideout in motion. On the ground, it's Reddick. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. Here's Reddick. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Theo Reddick. Touchdown, Detroit. Theo Reddick, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now Newton on first down. Now he'll escape to his left. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw on second down. Newton and the tight end Olsen right side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing on third down, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. A shotgun snap for Newton. He stiff arms it. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 13 yards there offset some of the penalty yardage as it's second down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Around the NFL, they're into the second quarter in the Meadowlands. Chargers have scored again, so they are really opening it up. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy is covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
On first down, it's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They fake the give. Newton. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Second down following the run. Off a play action. Here's Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Deshaun Hall in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Riddick with a carry. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
Around the NFL, they're into the second quarter in the Meadowlands. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Here's Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Ten yards still left on second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Play action. It's Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
We've been together a little while now, partner. How often do we actually describe tight ends as nifty? Because that's what I think of when I see Greg Olsen on the field. His ability to run routes, create space and separation, and make those catches downfield.
And sure consistent. The numbers the last couple years almost identical, and both over 1,000-yard seasons. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Trying to hurry to the line on the very outskirts of field goal range. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Funches with a catch over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So they're operating in the red zone. From the red zone now, Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cam trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Greg Olsen was the intended target. Third down here. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And Godot's kick is right through. So we come upon half. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. They are in the second quarter down in Miami. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Throwing on third down, Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
By the way, partner, that was a 30-year-old running back carrying the ball there.
Yeah, turned 30 back in March, did Stewart.
Yeah, I know that people say that you're not supposed to at the age of 30, but Jonathan Stewart, good style, good physicality. He'll continue to run it.
Hoping to keep him healthy. Hasn't played a full 16 games since 2011. Another run, this time McCaffrey. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Play clock winding down. On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Throwing is Newton. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They're on to the second half now down in Miami. And the Titans dominant. They have added to their totals in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And the tight end Ebron in motion. To throw on 2nd down at Stafford. That's pulled in by the rookie Kenny Galladay. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. After the interception, here's Stafford. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Look at the spin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A sizable gain there of 9 yards, but it's still 3rd and long. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Back now at Ford Field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Newton. Caught left side by Funchess. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Newton on first down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes it's...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Hill with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Here's Newton now on second down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. To the air again, Newton. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Greg Olsen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, what a move. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he motions the wide receiver. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Ebron with it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Easy.
And the tight end Ebron in motion. They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
10.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. And the Browns have taken the lead late in that one. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, go here.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So Carolina eating some clock on the ground there, and part of why they were the NFC champs last year, number 2 as a team in the running game.
They played their identity last year. Offensive line that could move people in the run game. Jonathan Stewart running it. Of course, big Cam Newton could be a short yardage guy. And remember, their head coach, Ron Rivera, a defensive guy. They love to run the football.
Throwing here, Newton. And he taken down. Jared Davis, the rookie from Florida. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Newton to throw. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Newton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Defense showing blitz. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now Newton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
32, hey, 22,
He's back to throw. He finds an opening past the 40, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
big 20, big 20. Here we go, big 29.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this.